All right, what's up, everybody? So we've come to the final lift of any powerlifting competition, the deadlift, the one that a lot of people are just waiting for the end of the day. Very exciting time. Now, there is only one command for the deadlift. However, there are many components to executing a deadlift in competition that you want to be aware of so that you're not red lighted or DQ'd at all when it goes to executing a badass lift like this, okay? So on the day, I will pretend to be the head referee. You're gonna have three head judges, just like you did with the other three lifts. In this situation, when the bar is loaded up with Gabby's 1,000-pound opener, as she always opens with, right? The head referee will say, platform is ready for Gabby. Gabby approaches the stages, but oh no, again, Gabby isn't prepared. Guys, one thing that usually or can happen is that people forget to put on their socks. You need knee-high socks to deadlift in any powerlifting competition that I'm aware of, right? So she's gonna go ahead and make sure her knee stays up, but she cannot do this on stage. So the head referee will say, Gabby, please exit the stage and come back when you're prepared. Good, knee socks are up, belt is on, good. Gabby's now ready to go. Again, I'm gonna say platform is ready for Gabby. But keep in mind, guys, if you enter the stage and you aren't prepared and they ask you to leave the stage, your 60-second timer has begun, all right? So you get 60 seconds to execute this lift, so you wanna make sure that you're prepared. Unlike the squat and the bench, where you had the potential to pick the bar up and set it down to pause your clock, the deadlift doesn't have any sort of situation like that. So you need to be prepared. Now, from here, Gabby can pick up that bar. Whenever I've said platform is ready as the head referee, she can go up and pick it up right away. When I see that she has locked out her knees, hips, and her shoulders are behind the bar, so from the side view, you'll be able to see this, her shoulders are literally just behind the plane of the bar, I will say down. And in that situation, as you'll notice, Gabby will keep contact with the bar and ride it to the floor. Okay? You don't have to wait to start and pick up the bar, but you do have to fully extend it and hold it until the head referee says down, right? Now, when it comes to returning to the floor, this is often when I see people make mistakes that doesn't make sense to them. Maybe you're in a gym where you're used to dropping the bar. You cannot drop the bar in competition, okay? Now, if your grip slips, it was an accident, that's fine, but you're still not gonna get the lift. Sorry guys, if your grip fails you, it fails you. That is just the nature of the sport. If you purposely drop it, it's a DQ, you will not get that lift. If you bring the bar back down with force, so let's say Gabby brings the bar to lock out, go ahead and lock it out for me. Now bring it down with force. So if she slams the bar down, let's say you get really, really excited. You just made a deadlift PR and you are hyped and you slam that bar. That is also a warranted DQ, okay guys? So do not slam the bar to the floor. What you wanna do, you don't have to set it down, is just stay in contact, keep your hands on the bar the whole time, and bring it back to the ground. Again, she's setting it down with care. You just need to ride it to the floor. They understand that this is a 1 rep max and you're not gonna be setting down your 1 rep max. They just don't wanna see you let go. They wanna see that you're in control. Once the bar has returned from the floor, feel free to go ahead and take your hands off and you've executed the lift appropriately, okay? Now let's go ahead and dive into some of the reasons why people get potentially DQ'd. Of course, as always, not listening for your commands. You bring the bar down before the head referee gives you the command. Other reasons are not locking out hips and knees. Let's say you still have soft knees. Knees are clearly still bent. You may not even get the down command if they see that your knees are still bent, or the shoulders are over the bar. You haven't fully extended your spine and got your shoulders behind the bar. These are both reasons why you will not make this lift. Go ahead and bring it down. Right? Now, whether you're pulling sumo, conventional, does not matter, guys, but other things that you want to be mindful of is that you don't hitch or ramp the bar. What I mean by this is basically pulling the bar and resting it on your thighs and then picking it up and hitching or kind of like stepping it up the thighs, okay? This is illegal in the sport of powerlifting. Ramping is when you sit your hips back and you literally use your thighs as some sort of like rail to drag up your thighs. Now the bar can absolutely make contact with your legs, guys, but they want one fluid action from ground to extension. The bar can slow down. It can even almost come to a dead stop. It can just not change directions during the actual concentric or lifting of the bar. So let's say Gabby goes up, and then she goes back down a little bit, she lost her balance, and then goes back up. Once she's started the lift, the bar has to fall in one direction, has to go in one direction to full hip and knee lockout, okay? When it comes to bringing it down, it's just going straight down. Okay, so that's another thing that they'll see in competition is that some people lost their balance when they're picking it up and the bar has downward movement. The bar needs to be heading in one trajectory until you've met full hip and knee lockout and then returns to the floor. Other than that, guys, go pick up some heavy shit and have fun.